Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I'm going to show you today how to make these beautiful, flavorful ribs. Now you can bake them in your oven, but I'm going to make these in our outdoor oven. So let's get cooking, friends. Okay, friends, so we're going to start by mixing up our dry rub for our ribs. And we're going to do 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now to that, we're going to add a tablespoon of paprika, a tablespoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of pepper, a teaspoon of mustard powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And that's it for our dry rub. And we're just going to get this all mixed up in here. Mix it really good. All right, you see how beautiful that looks. Gorgeous. We're going to put that aside. We're going to get our ribs ready. Okay, friends, I've got my ribs all rinsed off, and I'm just going to pat them dry with this clean paper towel. Okay. That way my rub will stick to them a lot better. Flip them over, pat the other side. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to peel this membrane off here. And we're just going to start here. We're going to cut it loose. Okay, and then I'm going to take my paper towel, because that way you can get a good hold of it and just peel that off. And this will make your ribs nice and tender and beautiful. That membrane tends to be rubbery, so tough and rubbery. And you just don't want your ribs tough and rubbery. Okay? And we're also going to cut off that little piece of fat there. All right, so this is good. This one is good. Now we're going to do this one. Just start with a knife and get a good start on it. Take your paper towel, because then it's easier to get a hold of. Maybe. Get a new piece. There we go. Looks like that one might come off in one big chunk. Just keep pulling. Beautiful. And it did. We're going to cut a little bit of this fat off here. There we go. All right. So we got our 2 ribs here. What is this here? We don't want that on there. I think that's good enough. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to slather mustard on here. I do this with all my ribs. It does not affect the taste of the mustard or the taste of the ribs, but this is wonderful to make all your spices stick to it, and it just is, it gives it a delicious flavor too. It helps with it. And I know for all of you who don't like mustard, you're thinking, ooh, that's gross. You won't taste it. Absolutely not. You will not taste it. That is wonderful. All right, let me wash my hands, and then we're going to get this seasoned up. All right, so what I want to do is I want to cut this in half. Both of these. Come on. There we go. That way they'll fit in my pan nicely. And I got my great big pan, my big 17-inch cast iron pan, because we're going to cook this in our outdoor oven. All right, so we're just going to start putting this all over here. Rub it in until it starts to fall off. Okay? Give it a good rub. All that beautiful spice. Okay? We'll just let that there. I'll show you in a minute how I arrange it in my pan. Beautiful. This stuff is wonderful. It smells wonderful. Okay. Set that aside. We have just enough seasoning. Perfect. Okay. My counter's clean, so I don't want to waste any of that spice. Okay, we got them all rubbed up. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to drizzle this with just a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. Not much. It just drizzles out. All right, I'm just going to lay these in here, and they'll all fit in here beautifully. All right. See that? Beautiful. Okay, friends. Now that we're ready to cover this up, I want to make a tent here. I'm going to do that by putting these two pieces together, like so, and just folding the edges over so it forms a seal. See that? Perfect. Okay, now I'm just going to cover this up. Now let's go put this out in our outdoor oven, friends. We got our beautiful fire going in there. It doesn't have to be as hot as it gets for pizza, but we're just gonna pop these in there. Okay, see in there, friends, how beautiful that is. And the pan is in there, so those are gonna stay in there for about 2 to 2.5 hours. And it's only about, well, it might be 300 degrees in there. It's not that hot, so they'll cook slow and they'll be divine. And I'll take them out, I'll bring you back when we put our barbecue sauce on them and put them back in. I don't know if you can see this, friends, but I'll take this lid off. I'm going to shine this in there. All right, friends, take a look at these. Oh, they're looking wonderful. We're going to squeeze this some Sweet Baby Ray's on here. Beautiful. We're going to brush that around. These only need about a half hour more to go and they'll be done. They're gorgeous and they smell divine. There we go. All right, so I'm going to set that right there. I'll lid back on there. I am going to put, what did I do with my, oh, there it is. I'm going to put, see how beautiful they are? Mm-hmm. I'm going to put my lid back on here. And these are going to go right back in the oven. Okay. Push it back. There we go. I got to stoke up the fire a little bit, and they'll be done in a few minutes.
Sun's really.
Yeah, the sun's bright. I'm going to stoke up the fire, and we'll be done in a few minutes. Okay, friends. Wait till you all see this. These turned out beautiful. And we're just going to cut these. They're going to just fall right apart. We're going to put these right on here. Because I've got company for dinner. Aren't those gorgeous? Look at it. Beautiful. They just almost fall apart. Take a look, friends, at how beautiful our ribs turned out. These are wonderful. Okay, friends, we're going to serve a little of this up. Beans with a piece of bacon. This makes a wonderful dinner. And then we'll get a couple of these ribs. Take a look. There you have it, friends. That's how wonderful they turn out. And you could bake these in your oven, though I cooked them in our outside oven, and you were with me. You can bake these in your oven, and they turn out beautiful. So we're going to go enjoy our dinner with our company. You all have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me and cooking in our outdoor oven. I'll put the recipe to this and the rub in the description box below. And I'll see you in the next video, friends. And as always, thanks for watching.